I'm in Milton Keynes, and behind me is the Brickz Museum, a new museum dedicated to Lego, and we've got a sneak peek early access to have a little look around. By the time this video comes out, it will be open to the public, but it looks awesome. Let's go and see what's in there. And straight away, as I walk in the door, they know how to appeal to me because we've got a whole castle set up, which looks very, very snazzy. And then opposite from that, we have a volcano with pirates. We love pirates. So we've got pirates knocking around down here. And then we come around this way and we've got a little fortress with pirates trying to get into the fortress. And then we come around here for more pirates, treasure, and then a cabinet of some very, very cool, presumably very, very rare Lego sets. So not only have we got built stuff, we have got some lovely examples of Lego history in here as well. I think I'm going around the wrong way, so I'm going to head back the other way and make sure I come through this the right way. But goodness me, first impressions, very snazzy. We then follow that up with a nice underwater area, which includes sharks. And as you know, Anna loves sharks. The glass is a little bit reflective, but I mean, it does go up quite high. Submarines everywhere in there. And then again, we've got more history, including some very, very old stuff in there. The old style little Lego boxes, a lovely Lego city, and then a little something for the Trekkies. Don't worry, you'll never be neglected. But this is quite a large setup, and then more sets hidden in the wall. Movie posters. We've got Lego video games around there. I mean, there's some very cool sets. We've got a Batman-ized version of the Yellow Submarine. We've got Wally with his neck actually working properly. And a very snazzy Ninjago set with the Mystery Machine coming over to investigate. Just been told that's a Lego model of the shopping centre here in Milton Keynes. I would argue that's probably the least interesting thing I've seen so far. We've got some awesome old light-up shop signs up there, and then a timeline of Lego through history. And then a big fella at the end here. He is a big guy. And we move around from him, and we've got all of this Technic. And then the other side of that, we have a Wild West fort, which looks brilliant. I mean, this is some very snazzy stuff. Oh, hello. We've got trains and buttons to operate the trains with. This would keep me amused. This is all I need. A train setup with buttons to control it. And then all manner of goodies. We've got some more trains at the back there. Some train sets as well to look at the back. Lots of these little points around in here as well for kids to just build something and stick it to the wall. And then we've got an enormous space setup, including about £1 billion worth of monorail track. That's a rough estimate, but I don't think I'm far off. There's so much space stuff up there. And then we've got a load of still sealed space sets in there as well. And then some merch all about the space stuff. Before we swing around here to a little alien planet. We have one of my white whale sets there, the 1989 Batmobile, which I would very much like to go in my office next to my Batwing. And then we have an enormous Harry Potter Hogwarts setup. I mean, this is pretty big and impressive. There's a big snake here too. And then loads more of the old Legoland boxes. And some very low numbered sets there. There's set number 30. I was at a convention the other week and saw set number 4. Can we go have any advance on set number 4? We've got a few double digits, loads of triple digits. I don't think we have any single digit sets in there though. But it's still an awesome look through LEGO history. This is great. Oh, there, this is my area. Not only is it a really nice city setup, but it's also my era. This is the stuff I had when I was a kid. Obviously not anywhere near this much, not on this scale. But wowzers. And then of course you've got all the boxes around the top there as well. And then the city continues as if one monorail in here wasn't enough. They're showing off with another one. And there's the yellow castle in the corner there as well.
It's a lock.
Nice little
to go in the corner.
nice little crane setup. And then we have a little LEGO designer's office. So there's a 1960s one and a 1980s one. We've also got a motor race going on over there. I feel like I'm doing one of my Costco toy hunts showing you LEGO backpacks, but they've got loads in here. And loads of merch and things and some big minifigs down there. And then we've got a whole load of architecture sets and a large white house down the bottom there. Oh, and now we've got Springfield. Of course we've got an entire Springfield with giraffes in as well and Bartman on the back of an elephant, but I mean, there is supposedly going to be LEGO Simpsons returning this year. I suspect you won't quite get this much. I'm looking to see if they've got a Krusty Burger so I can work out what one looks like. There you go. We're supposedly getting a Krusty Burger set this year. Will it look as good as that one? We've even got the Tyre Fire. But literally everything, I mean, I've not watched The Simpsons for about 15 years, but everything I remember from The Simpsons seems represented in there. That is bonkers. We've got a big tree house and then loads more of the historical sets. Then we get into some Duplo and some Fabuland. How colourful, how snazzy. And then some more really great sets. Look at that house, that's brilliant. And then the other angle of the architecture sets from before. Duplo, love me a drop of Duplo. And then we have an assortment of minifigs. The minifig pervs would be all over this. I'm not really a minifig guy, you'll have to let me know if there's anything in there I should be getting giddy about. Then we have an Arctic setup. And a little history of bricks and various colours. And there's that yellow castle again. This time sealed up in a box. And we have an enormous Muppets minifigure shop display. I would love to have that, that's brilliant. And now we've got a more modern LEGO City with all of the modulars in, even up to date with Tudor Corner in there. I mean, this is definitely inspiration because looking at this is roughly the same amount of space that I've got for what I'm planning on having as the downtown area in my city. The fire station's a little bit cleaner than mine, but it's just an example of what you can do with this amount of space. It's definitely a better layout than my one. Maybe I need to steal some ideas. Every building is facing me or against a wall like these ones along the side here. I mean, you can't really see the detective's office. That's a little bit hidden out at the back there. But I think we've got a duplicate, certainly of the barber shop from next door to it, just there. So we've got a few duplicates in there. The old LEGO City Cinemas in there as well. I mean, this is a great city. This is really cool. Little playground in there. I mean, best LEGO City in the UK? Are we giving it that award? We've got all the boxes up the top there as well for all of the modular sets. And then some mixels. We've got a big old church situation. And I think we're back round where we started off with an army of Toy Story aliens. I mean, that looks like Sabutio. Did Lego do a version of Sabutio at some point that I'm not aware of? That's really cool. That feels like something I need to get hold of. The Lego System football game starter pack. They literally did a version of Sabutio, and I loved Sabutio, and I love Lego, and I did not know that existed. But it is now my mission to find it and get a hold of that. That's brilliant. There's also some Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean stuff up there as well, some Mindstorms. And then, like I say, we're back round to the stuff that we saw at the start. There you go, and just to tease you on the way out as well, there's a whole load of very rare sets, sealed and signed, and I'm trying to pick out which ones I've got. I'm happy to say I've got a few of these. I've got the Friends one, I've got the Flintstones. I don't have a signed copy of The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I do have a Pirates of Barracuda Bay. There's some, goodness me, so much cool stuff here. Wowzers. And if all that awesome stuff wasn't enough on its own to convince you to have a day out in Milton Keynes, it shares a building with the National Film and Sci-Fi Museum, which is up on the same floor. I walked through it to get to the Brickz Museum, and also Pixel Bunker, which is a retro arcade. If you're a man of a certain age, like I am, particularly if you're a little overweight, maybe have a beard, glasses, a few grey hairs, you know the sort. If you're me, that is like the perfect place to have your birthday party. It's got, I mean, I can't believe there's a better Lego collection than that in the country, plus all the stuff that I haven't even been in to have a look at, because like I say, I'm here on a early access event where I'm supposed to be in there socialising, but not capable of doing the socialising. There were sausage rolls though, and I don't think you can get sausage rolls on a normal day, sorry to say, but it's brilliant. Thank you very much to Brickz Museum for inviting me along for an early preview. I can heartily recommend it. It would be a fantastic Saturday afternoon outing, and like I say, you've got so much other stuff in there as well. Even if you are so far away that you struggle to justify coming over just for the Lego, you've got all the other stuff too. Absolutely bananas. I feel like I need to come back with Anna and really dedicate some time to having a proper rummage and a look at what's going on in there. But so much stuff, so much jealousy raging through my veins at the moment, and I'm feeling pretty inspired. Having seen the Lego City stuff, I go away, I steal some ideas. That's great. Let me know in the comments if you're planning on coming and checking it out. I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. Like I say, for the final time, Brickz Museum, Milton Keynes. What an awesome thing for us to have in the UK. I only went to Lego House in Billand 2 weeks ago, and I've still managed to be impressed by that. That's how good it was. Awesome stuff. But if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content, and thank you very much for watching.